Now I want to make some changes to the main player, so let's just double click FPS controller, okay, to come over here, and onto the player main arms. So if we now click on animator, obviously this is the player's animator. I'm not necessarily that keen on this baseball strike 1 animation. I don't think it looks that great, so I'll show you what I mean. As long as you've got player main arms selected, let's just go to window, animation, and animation, and I'm going to choose baseball strike 1. Okay, so if I now play this, that's not such a great animation, to be honest. So what I want to do is I want to make a clone of the axe strike 1, which is this one. It's relatively slow, and just speed that up for the baseball strike. Okay, so easy enough to do. So let's just go to animator, baseball strike 1, and just click on that in order to go to the correct folder. And where it says axe strike 1, we're just going to click on it and Control and D to duplicate. Okay, or you can just you can go to edit and duplicate from there. Okay, so it's called axe strike 1. Let's just rename this, I think. We'll call it bat strike, I think. Bat strike 1. Okay, now in order to modify an animation, you do need to drag it onto the animator window. So I'm just going to put it there for now. And then clicking back on the player main arms, window, animation, and animation again. So now we should see bat strike 1 is now visible. Okay, so if we play this at the moment, it's going to look exactly like the axe strike. Okay, all I want to do is just speed this up. So to do that, I'm just going to click the left keyframes, hold shift, click the right keyframes, and you get this sort of these two bars at the end. Now by dragging around the bars, you will actually keep the space between the keyframes consistent, but it will just shrink the overall animation. So I want to drag this back to about 0.45. There we go. Okay, and the animation should still be good, just a lot faster. So now we can see it's a much faster strike. Obviously, if you feel that you want it even faster, just drag it further that way, to the left. So play around with this until you're quite happy with it. And then we just click X, okay, and that will automatically have saved that. So now in the animator, we can actually just get rid of this bat strike out of the animator window. So we're going to click on baseball strike 1, and we can see that the motion is currently linked to baseball strike 1. So what we need to do is drag our bat strike 1 into that field, okay, and it will now replace that animation. So we don't have to do anything else, quite easy to change. Okay, and since I don't like this baseball strike 1 anymore, I'm just going to delete it. Okay, so at the moment we're saying if weapon strike equals 2, we're going to play the baseball strike 1. And then coming back, weapon strike must equal 0 for it to actually go back to weapon ready. Well, what I want to do, I want to change this. So I want to click on the conditions and I want to minus this and then click as exit time. So what it's going to do, from weapon ready, it's going to play the baseball strike once and then instantly go back to weapon ready. Okay, and through script, we can then give a bit of a delay time so that you can launch another baseball strike after so many seconds, and I think that's a much better system than what I'd kind of designed previously. And we will of course do this with all of the other weapons. So that's just a case of whenever it's going back, clicking on those two lines so that everything becomes blue and just pressing minus to delete it, and then clicking as exit time. And bear in mind, every time you do that, you're going to get one of these warnings. It's because it's updating in real time. Okay, so just clear those, don't worry about those. Okay, and the axe strike, we're going to obviously do the same. And for the gunfire, I'm going to leave that one for now. I'm not sure about that one yet. We're going to get into the gun section a little bit later. But for those three now, they should be good, and we've got a pretty decent animation now for the baseball strike.